Have you ever felt it? That sudden shift in the air. That text that goes unanswered for hours, even as you see she's active online. That strange, out-of-the-blue argument that seems to come from nowhere, over nothing. Have you ever felt like you're walking through a minefield, where one wrong step, one wrong word, could detonate everything? You're not imagining it. You're not going crazy. What you're experiencing is a language. A primal, unspoken language that women use to test men. And from the moment you first interact, you are being tested. She's probing your boundaries. She's testing your confidence. She's measuring your desperation. She's evaluating your worth as a man. And the devastating truth? You're probably completely oblivious to this process, failing every single evaluation without even realizing it. You think being agreeable, accommodating, and eager to please will win her approval. You think being the nice guy is the path. But you've been sold a lie. Those very behaviors are what cause her to lose respect, to lose attraction, and to see you as a boy, not the man she is biologically programmed to desire. Today, that ends. Today, you learn the language. Today, you stop being a pawn in a game you don't understand and start becoming the man who commands respect simply by existing. This isn't about tricks. It isn't about manipulation. This is about discovering the rock at the center of your being. Your Stoic core. The first and most important rule, the one rule that you must burn into your soul, is this: never react. Listen to me. Never, under any circumstances, ever get emotionally reactive when a woman tests you. She knows. On a deep, subconscious, primal level, she knows what will cause you frustration and pain. She knows that pulling away when you like her will make you anxious. She knows that talking to another guy will spark your jealousy. These tests aren't always conscious or malicious. It's biological programming. For millions of years, a woman's survival, and the survival of her children, depended on choosing a strong, stable, and reliable man. A man who wouldn't crumble under pressure. A man who could lead and protect. So she creates pressure. She creates minor drama. She pushes your boundaries. She pokes and prods at your composure, not to be cruel, but to answer the most important question in her subconscious mind: are you a rock, or are you sand? Can you stand firm in the storm of her emotions, or will you be washed away by the first wave? When you get reactive, when you double text, when you ask is everything okay, when you get angry or jealous, you are screaming to her, I am sand. I am weak. My emotional state is controlled by you. And in that moment, the game is over. She has won. She has solved the puzzle. The attraction vanishes, not because she is cruel, but because you have failed the most fundamental test of masculine strength. You have shown that you cannot protect her, because you cannot even protect your own peace of mind. But when you choose not to react, when you see the test for what it is and you simply hold your ground, something magical happens. You pass. By not reacting to any of her tests, you begin to pass all of them. Her mind, which expects a reaction, is met with calm strength. And she begins to wonder. Why can't I make this man jealous? Why can't I make this man insecure? Why isn't he begging for my attention like all the others? And she comes to one, single, powerful conclusion: he is different. He must be a real man. So let's break down the battlefield. Let's arm you with the knowledge to see these tests coming, from the very first text to a long-term relationship. Phase 1. The first 1 to 2 dates. This is the initial screening. The first test is the basic time delay. She takes hours, maybe a day, to reply to your text. The boy panics. He thinks, what did I do wrong? Does she not like me? He sends another text, hey, just checking in. He has failed. The man understands. He is busy with his own life, his own purpose. He doesn't even notice the delay. He sends one message, maybe a voice note because it conveys tone and confidence, and then he goes back to his work, his gym, his mission. He knows his value is not determined by her response time. He remains unbothered. The second is the availability test. You ask her out Friday, she says she's busy. The boy immediately offers Saturday. He looks like he has nothing else going on. He fails. The man says, "No problem. Let me know when you're free." He then disappears and continues living his life. His world does not revolve around her schedule. He demonstrates abundance. He has other options, other things to do. He is the prize, and his time is valuable. The third is challenging your opinions. You'll be on a date and say you like a certain movie, and she'll say, "Oh, that's a terrible movie. Why would you like that?" She's not attacking your taste. She's testing your backbone. The boy backpedals. "Oh, yeah, I guess it wasn't that great." He changes his opinion to please her. He fails. The man stands his ground, often with a smirk. "Because I have great taste, obviously." He doesn't argue. He doesn't get defensive. He simply owns his opinion with unshakable confidence. He shows he is his own man. The fourth is her bringing up her ex. This is a classic jealousy test. The boy gets insecure or starts trashing the ex. He sounds like a jerk. "You deserve so much better." He fails. The man remains neutral, unbothered. He might say, "I see," and then calmly change the subject. Her past doesn't threaten him because he is focused on the present. He shows her that he is not in competition with ghosts. The fifth is her making fun of you. She might tease you about your job, your clothes, anything. "Oh, you're an accountant. So you just play with numbers all day? That sounds so boring." The boy gets defensive. He tries to justify himself. He fails. The man laughs with her. He agrees and amplifies. "Yes, it's incredibly boring. I can barely stay awake. But the numbers, they need me." He shows that he is so secure in himself that her playful jabs don't even register as a threat. He can laugh at himself. He has true confidence. Pass these initial tests, and you'll find yourself hanging out one-on-one. But the tests don't stop. They evolve. She might suddenly get quiet. You're sitting on the couch, and there's a minute or two of silence. The boy rushes to fill the void. "Are you okay? What's wrong?" He exposes his anxiety. He fails. The man is comfortable in the silence. He is present. He lets the silence be. He understands that not every moment needs to be filled with noise. He leads the emotional tone, and his calm is more powerful than any words. Or the blanket test. You're sharing a blanket, and she only takes a tiny corner, staying distant. The boy starts to worry about her interest level. He fails. The man literally doesn't care. He just continues watching the movie, comfortable and relaxed. In 10 minutes, when she feels his unbothered strength, she will be the one to snuggle up to him. If you go for a kiss, she might pull back a little. The boy gets rejected and retreats. He fails. The man understands the dance. He might lean in, pull back himself with a slight smile, creating tension and intrigue, then lean in again. He isn't desperate for the kiss, he's enjoying the moment. He turns it from a moment of potential rejection into a moment of playful seduction. Phase 2. The first 3 to 8 weeks. You've passed the initial screening. Now she needs to dig deeper. She needs to test your internal strength. This is where you'll see the social media story test. She'll post a story on Instagram but won't reply to your text message. This is designed specifically to make you reactive. The boy gets angry. He thinks, she has time to post that, but not to answer me. He might even text her about it. He fails spectacularly. The man doesn't care. He understands women operate on emotion and feeling. He is a man of logic and purpose. Her social media habits are irrelevant to his life. He knows she will message him when she feels like it, and he is not waiting by the phone. He is building his empire. Then comes the manufactured argument. She will start a fight over something that makes no logical sense. Why were you so rude to my friend Becky last night? When you know you were perfectly polite. The boy gets confused and defensive. He tries to reason with her. He apologizes for something he didn't do. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to be. As soon as he apologizes, her attraction plummets. He has just shown her that he can be manipulated by her emotions. He is weak. He fails. The man holds frame. He does not apologize. He states his reality calmly. I wasn't rude. I was perfectly pleasant. He doesn't argue. He doesn't escalate. He just states the truth as he sees it and remains unbothered by her emotional storm. He is the rock. She will also test if you will compromise your beliefs or standards. Maybe she'll try to get you to do something you said you wouldn't. The boy gives in to please her. He fails. The man holds to his principles. He is not afraid to say no. He demonstrates that his identity is not negotiable. And now, for the midpoint of our journey. If you are starting to see the world differently, if this truth is resonating with your core and you're feeling a shift inside you, then do yourself, and other men, a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the Stoic Core. Let the algorithm know that men are ready to wake up and reclaim their masculine frame. This is more than a channel, this is a training ground. Now, let's get back to work. Phase 3. 2 to 4 months. The tests now become more severe. She needs to know if your strength is real or just an act. This is where you will face the pullback. This is the big one. This is what separates the men from the boys. She will suddenly and without warning disappear. No texts, no calls, for anywhere from 4 to 12 days. She is thinking, is he whipped yet? Does he think about me all day? What happens if I remove my attention completely? The boy crumbles. After 2 days, he's sending "Is everything okay?" texts. After 4 days, he's calling her. He's panicking, spinning in circles, losing his cool. It is over. He has failed the ultimate test of his internal resiliency. The man with a stoic core. He sits back with a smile on his face. He knows exactly what this is. He doesn't just pass the test, he relishes it. He uses the time to focus even harder on his mission. He hits the gym. He works on his business. He connects with his friends. His life is so full and purpose-driven that her absence is not a catastrophe, it's an opportunity. And when she inevitably returns, as they always do, with a text like "Hey stranger," he responds calmly, without a trace of anger or neediness. He has proven that his world does not revolve around her, and her attraction will skyrocket. You will also face the jealousy test too. She might post a picture with friends, and there's another guy in it. She's testing to see if she can emasculate you with her behavior. The boy gets jealous and reactive. He asks, "Who's that guy?" He fails. The man doesn't care. He trusts himself. He operates from an abundance mentality. He knows that if she chooses to leave, it is her loss. He is never fearful of competition, because he is the prize. And the break of routine. Maybe you see each other every Friday. Then one week she says, "I can't, I'm busy." The boy immediately tries to reschedule. "Okay, how about Saturday then?" He signals desperation and fear of loss. He fails. The man says, "All right, have fun." And goes and does something even better with his Friday night. He demonstrates that he can be alone and that his happiness is not dependent on her presence. Phase 4. The relationship. You think the tests stop once you're boyfriend and girlfriend? They never stop. They just change. You'll get vocal tone changes. Her tone will suddenly seem displeased for no reason. Don't ask what's wrong. Just let it be. Stay in your own stoic, positive frame. You'll get the, "No, you do it. Go ahead. Test." Your friends invite you out. You ask her to come. She says, "You can go out, but I don't feel like it." "No, go ahead. You do it." Listen closely, this is a trap. If you stay home to appease her, you lose her attraction. You have shown that you are controlled. If you go out with your friends, yes, she will be mad. But you must go. You have to demonstrate that you will not give up your life, your friends, or your identity for her. She will be mad, but she will respect you. And respect is the foundation of attraction. You'll get the silent treatment. The best response is no response. Give her space. Go do something productive. Her silence is a test of your emotional fortitude. Don't try to break it. Let her come to you when she's ready. And finally, the all you do is test. All you do is work. All you do is go to the gym. All you do is hang out with your friends. Understand what this is. She is testing to see if she can change you. If she can make you feel guilty for the very things that made you attractive to her in the first place, your purpose, your discipline, your social life. The man you were on day one is the man you must remain. If you change for her, she will lose the attraction she had for the man you once were. This brings us to a crucial point. While she is testing you, you must be testing her. This isn't about playing games. It's about having standards. It's about gathering information before you make a significant emotional investment. You must learn to identify the women who will drain your energy and destroy your confidence. Watch out for the emotional bomb, who explodes into drama at the slightest provocation. Beware the validation vampire, who requires constant reassurance because she cannot generate her own self-worth. Recognize the controller, who slowly erodes your autonomy and tries to reshape you into her image. And avoid the entitled princess, who believes her presence is your present and offers minimal reciprocation. Run your own simple tests. The respect test, make a small, reasonable request. Ask her to meet you somewhere. Does she do it happily, or does she make it difficult? The flexibility test, occasionally change plans. See if she can handle minor unpredictability gracefully. The investment test, let her contribute. Let her plan a date. See if she is willing to put in effort. And most importantly, the boundary test, establish your standards. If you say you don't text after 10 p.m. because you're reading, and she pushes that boundary, hold firm. Her reaction to your boundaries reveals everything about her character. Most men fail at all of this because they operate from a scarcity mindset. They are terrified of losing female attention, even from a woman who treats them poorly. They think, this might be my only chance. You must destroy this mindset. You must build an abundance mentality. There are millions of women in the world. When you truly believe you have options, you become willing to walk away from women who don't treat you well. And that willingness to walk away is the foundation of all power in dating. It ensures she must treat you well to keep your attention. So in the end, it all comes back to you. It comes back to your internal strength. Your purpose. Your unshakable, non-reactive, stoic core. You will be tested. It is inevitable. But you no longer have to be a victim of the process. See the tests for what they are, a biological search for strength. And then, show her strength. Not the strength of muscles, but the strength of composure. The strength of a man who is not moved by the chaos of the world. The strength of a man who is the emotional rock. Stop trying to win her over. Instead, focus on becoming a man worthy of being one. Build your body. Build your finances. Build your mission. Build your peace of mind. Become so focused on your own path that her tests become nothing more than minor distractions on the side of the road. This is the secret. This is the superpower of emotional fortitude. You stop being the contestant in her game and become the architect of your own reality. You become the prize. Now go, and be the rock.